Up, Pisces, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so we are in May, so let's see what's going on in May for us. And I say us since I'm the Pisces Moon here. So let's see what's going on, guys. Now we're going to take a past, present, and future look. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Pisces signs. Okay, whatever comes out, comes out. And just know that the energies, guys, can be vice versa. So it could be something that you're experiencing or maybe an energy that someone's bringing into you. So always keep that in mind. Also, guys, I do post the daily energy every day on my Instagram, High Vibrations 44, if you guys haven't already checked that out. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so we have past, present, and future. Okay, so the energy that we have here, guys, is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So with this energy, there's something that you're going to stop putting effort into, or it can be something that just stops working altogether. Okay, you have the Moon card in the reverse and the Temperance card, and the reason why you stop working in this direction is because you have clarity and peace of your soul that this is not something that's going to be good for you to put effort into. And without it, again, you have peace within your soul. You have the clarity that it might not be the best thing. So let's see what that's about, okay? Now, going towards your past, the first card that you guys have is the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, it could be one of two things. It's either waiting for something to come in that could really help you to expand, or it can be really just turning your back on something that's not working out for you anymore. Why is this Three of Wands here? We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, these cards are flying out today. And we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So in this case, guys, it's something that you turned your back on where there could have been a lot of harsh communication. Maybe there's just a lot of adversity that you didn't want to handle anymore, so you let this go. But with the Three of Wands, you know, being in the middle of all of this, it's really showing that you were able to expand, you know, despite whatever you let go. You just knew that something wasn't a good idea, okay? The next card that you have is a Hierophant, which is very good. So with you letting this go, you're back on course, okay? Your life is moving forward in the way that it's meant to. This is when you're being, you know, very connected to yourself and you're finding that path to your higher self and what it is that you're meant to be doing in life. Why is this Hierophant here? We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Fool card in the reverse. Falling out of something. Maybe it was a lover you left behind. Maybe it was a job that you had to let go of. Maybe it was a friend you let go of. But you're able to talk about what's actually good in your life. Okay. And I feel like with whatever it was that you guys walked away from, there was some sort of celebration in order. Okay. Now, you guys are actually showing up here, and I should have mentioned this, King of Cups. So you're still within your power with what it is that you're letting go of and what you're walking away from. Okay, maybe there's some sadness around what you had to walk away from, but again, you're still within your power. Why is this Five of Cups here? That Eight of Cups again. And you have the Four of Swords. So you know you need to move away from something, but there can be that little stagnation within you where it's like you're focusing more on what you're losing as opposed to what you still have going for yourself. And most tarot decks, guys, you're going to see this card with 3 cups that are spilled over and 2 cups that are upright. And it just shows, you know, how powerful the human mind is, where whatever it is that we focus on is what grows. So you know, you really have to get to a place where you're thinking about what you still have going for yourself, and you get yourself out of this kind of like mental rut where you feel like you have to take a hiatus or take a step back from things, okay? So in your present moment, the first card that you have, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Something that's ending, something that you're letting go of because you just didn't feel like it was the right path for you with the Two of Wands in the reverse here. You have the Knight of Wands. Six of Wands in the reverse. So for some of you, maybe this was a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your life that you had to let go of, or that things weren't going to be successful with. But if it's not a person, then this is just the energy of someone who wants to get something off the ground. So if it's not another person, maybe it's something that you were passionate about, or maybe it was something that you were building in a sense. But you just realizing that you want balance, that you want to grow. All right, and that you want to allow blessings in your life, and you don't want to focus on things that you know won't get you there. So again, you know, at the center of everything, guys, there is this sense of unhappiness with what it is that you may need to walk away from. But let's see why in this case and how it's progressing. You have the Empress card. You have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So what this means, guys, with all these cards coming out, there is some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming in. Okay, there's something that's coming in strongly, and a new start that you are going to have to really focus on and tend to. But I feel like you guys are imbalanced and maybe unhappy or disappointed or dissatisfied with something that you have to move away from. Okay, but if there's any sense of loss or rejection, any sense of lack, even if it's, you know, financial or just emotional, you do get past this. I wouldn't be surprised if for a lot of you, whatever it is that you're starting, especially if this is something that has to do with finances, in the beginning, you may have to put in more work than the rewards that you're reaping from it, but just be patient, because, you know, you do have this turnaround here with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so if there's any burden here with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, you release the burden, you let it go. You're able to really just breathe here. You're able to get your head above the water here. Why is this Ten of Wands in the reverse? Queen of Swords, because you decided to boss up, cut out what wasn't necessary. So this could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but I just feel like this is the energy that a lot of you are taking on right now, just being focused. All right, and you have the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands, the only thing at this point that can really leave you stuck is your own mindset. It's like, I feel like this is a battle within one's mind, within one's self, where you're looking at the things that maybe you don't think are 100% where they need to be. And you kind of have this struggle within yourself. But the focus still needs to be there. With you guys having a limited mindset here, or choosing not to see a situation for what it truly is here, you lose control. Okay, so this is going to be a time where you really want to be gentle and loving with yourself. And if there's something that has just been stressing you out a lot, or has just not been bringing any sort of benefits to you, then that's something that you have to consider letting go. So I believe I spoke about this in the last video I did for you guys, but right now we are in a Pluto retrograde. Okay, and with water signs, most of the time we kind of just get hit harder with certain things. So if you have water placements, which you guys do if you're watching this, or unless you're a cross watcher, but sometimes the emotional shit hits us harder. So it's a time of purging. It's a time of really just realizing that things might get ripped from our lives, but it's so that everything is easier for us. Right now, the universe is trying to find that path of least resistance for everyone. So you don't want to fight things too hard. If something's bringing you a lot of adversity, you know, chances are it's not even meant to be there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, going into the future, we have the Devil card. All right, so if it's not a Capricorn then that you're dealing with, this could be a bad habit. This could be, you know, smoking too much, drinking too much, maybe going out too much. Why is this Devil card here? Let's find out. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, if someone's being toxic or someone's being dishonest, you guys aren't worried about it. You're not stressed about it. You're balanced at this point. And it's showing that with the World card, you're ending a chapter. So whatever toxicity this is, you guys are letting go of it here. Okay? With you guys ending this chapter, not only do you allow good new things to come in, but you're really building in a strong way. Okay? Let's see what this Ace of Cups is in reference to. Okay, these two cards flipped, but then a third one came out too, so I'll look at that too. All right, so we have the Sun card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician in the reverse. So you're in this case, I really just feel like something comes to light where you know you have to reserve yourself from something and not manifest it anymore. So you're letting it go. So if there's things that you weren't sure of, they are revealed. What was hidden, you know, comes out in the light here. Now you have the Page of Pentacles as your last card for the future. So this could be either Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you're dealing with, especially if they're younger than you. But let's see why this is here, because this could also be just building an idea, especially if it has something to do with finances. You have the Justice card in the reverse. The Hermit card in the reverse came out as well. So accepting that you need to let something go. And good celebrations and good things coming into your life once you do. With the Hermit card in the reverse, there could be things that you didn't know that you weren't aware of, or maybe that someone else didn't know that they weren't aware of, where something is just seen as unfair, whether it's cheating, whether it's someone just not being honest. So it's like you're trying to discuss things in this arena, but you know that you have to accept that something's gone. Seven of Cups, because it's all an illusion. Okay, there's a smoke screen in front of you. With you guys letting this go, you walk right into stability. So it's just a matter of allowing this retrograde to do what it's really meant to do. Okay. All right. So let me pull you guys 3 cards of advice here, and then I'll pull you guys an oracle card. Okay, guys. So let's see what's up. What is the 3 cards of advice that Pisces needs to see for May 2019? What guidance can I give them? And the deck I'm using, guys, is the Wild Unknown Tarot. Okay, guys, so there is something that you're falling away from, whether it's a person who's not seeing eye to eye with you, whether it's, you know, something that maybe is draining your pocket, or you're just simply not being appreciated. And with you standing within your strength and standing within your truth and enduring everything, you do get past that, you know, mountain that you're climbing. You do get to that top of Mount Everest, but once you do get there, you know, and once you stand your ground, you're able to manifest something on a path that you're very, very passionate about. So I actually see a lot of benefits because of something that didn't work out, especially if it was in regards to Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Okay. Why is this 9 of Wands here? A Hermit card. So that's pretty much just saying stay in your lane and endure this. You'll get through it. Okay. You have the Magician and the 2 of Pentacles. And let's get one more card here for this 2 of Wands. The 9 of Cups. So there's going to be a sense of you having to find balance, okay? And maybe you're struggling to find that balance because you're not listening to your intuition. And I'm not going to keep saying the same thing where I already told you guys 1,000 times. You know that you're the most intuitive sign. So listen to what your gut is telling you. Don't go against that, okay? Because that's what's going to help you to really balance things out much faster, okay? Right now we're at the 2 of Pentacles. You want to be at the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse where you have already figured it out and you know how you need to move on with the situation, okay? So there's happiness coming in. You guys are going to be very happy about the path that you're on, but there's a need for you to stay connected, okay, to yourself and what you're feeling. Endure all the adversity and make sure you're not overexerting yourself. That is the core of everything. If you're doing too much, if you're crying, kicking, screaming, anything like that, guys, it's too much. All right, so you really want to go with the flow vibe right now. You don't want anyone disturbing your peace right now, okay? So I'm going to pull you guys an oracle card from the Earth Magic oracle card deck. And this is by Stephen D. Farmer. So let's see what guidance card is going to come out for y'all. Okay. Very interesting. All right, so the card that fell out, guys, is the Dreamtime Creation card. It came out in the beginning. So there's something that you are meant to be doing, that you're meant to be creating, that you're meant to just bring into this world, but there's some sort of hold off from this new beginning. Okay, there's something that's kind of getting in the way. Is it another person? Is it a bad environment? Is it your own mind? Because it's showing that with Gaia nurturing, the focus is not on you guys, and the focus needs to be on you. Not only do you have to take care of yourself, practice a lot of self-love, but you also can't be around any energies right now where you're not being nurtured. Okay, and it's funny because I was actually speaking to my Pisces friend yesterday. Like, I swear to you guys, I don't know what it is, but in the past like month or two, I have dropped like 90% of people, because it's just like it's like the more and more you just grow within your mind, it's just like the less and less impressed you are by people who just aren't doing anything. So I was talking to this person, and I'm like, yo, I'm in a tough spot right now because I got shit that I'm going through, and it's heavy. And I was always that friend that everyone runs to, but I have no one to run to. And he was going through like this huge move, and there's just a lot that he had on his plate, so I didn't want to reach out. But yesterday I kind of had to like humble myself and be like, yo, make sure that I'm good, check in on me. And we have that connection where we can do that, and it's always my water sign friends that I can kind of have that connection with, where I know that I'm going to get that nurturing. And he's always on my shit. Even without me telling him this, he's always giving me those like very inspirational good morning texts. And you need a circle like that. So you have to nurture yourself. You have to find people like that can nurture you at times where you are down. You can't always be the strong one, and that's kind of like the catch-22 of being a water-placed sign, where you're naturally the person that everyone wants to go to for help, but it's like sometimes you feel like not your powers, that your emotions are too deep for another person to be able to help you. And I know with my Pisces moon, I be tapping into that Pisces moon so often, and I'm just like, even if I had someone to talk to, they wouldn't understand the depth of what I'm going through, so it's pointless to even try. So with that being said, find people that understand, guys, and get back to a more basic understanding of yourself. That's where everything unfolds. That's where the radiance comes back into your life. Okay, so that's right around the corner, but you really need to take care of yourself. And, look at your life. Ask yourself, have I been doing what I want? If every day was like this for the next 5 years, where would I be? Would I be happy? Am I meditating or working out or doing something to connect to myself in the morning? Am I surrounding myself with good people? Am I eating well? Am I taking care of my appearance? Because that's a huge thing. I know a lot of us, and trust me, I'm this person. If I'm not on YouTube, you guys would be so surprised how you see me at home sometimes. But it's like, there's times where I just want to throw on sweats, a t-shirt, and call it a day. I'm just comfortable. But the truth is, those times where we actually make an effort, even if it's 15-20 minutes of effort in the morning, we just feel so different. So there's nothing wrong with working on the outside too, because that helps for the inside to kind of change and to turn in a good way. So like, even my friend, they're like, okay, we're gonna go on a shopping spree, because my thing is like, I always said that before in my life, I was never like the fashionista because I never had the finances for it. But now that I have the finances for it, I'm like, well, then I gained a lot of weight, so I'm trying to get back to my weight. And everyone's like, yo, just stop looking for the perfect moment and redo yourself right now. And I'm just like, you know what, everyone, you're right. So do that, guys. Do whatever it is that you need to do to really just kind of vamp yourself up a bit, to really just glam up, or, just make yourself feel good. Take care of yourself. Take that time for yourself. Take that moment of silence in the morning to drink your tea. All right. Do whatever it is that you have to do to kind of center yourself. All right. So a lot of changes are coming in, Pisces. This is something that I see being incredible for everyone involved in this, but you have to release what's holding you back from that. All right. And you guys are intuitive. You know what's holding you back. It doesn't need to be said. You already know in the core of you what it is. All right. I love you guys so much. I'll be back with your mid-months very soon. And I'm here. Also, guys, do remember I have, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, my Instagram, High Vibrations 44, if you want to check out the daily energies I post. And then if you guys want to get a personal reading, you can order a 30-minute reading or just a quick question option. And all of the information for that is in the description below. But the website's highvibrationswithliz.com. Okay. Adios.